Bjarni. And now I call in the debate Mr. Rúbén Rúbinyan from Armenia. Rúbén, you have the floor.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. Dear colleagues, Ms. Stinen, in her speech, rightly noticed the symbolism in the fact that today we commemorated the atrocities, horrendous atrocities from more than 100 years ago, around 80 years ago, and atrocities that are happening now. And it's an illustration of the fact that we have not managed to exterminate hate and war from our continent. But there is also another component in this symbolism, I think, and that is the atrocities of the future, the atrocities that we can and should at least try to prevent, so that we are not we don't have to commemorate future atrocities in future hemicycles and future sessions. My friend Alexander Poche made a moving speech about the Warsaw Uprising, and this reminded me of the fact that there were actually two uprisings in Warsaw. The first one was the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, the uprising of the Jews, an ethnic group confined in a small territory by a force, by a state which hates them for what they are. And unfortunately, in 2023, Armenians in Nagorno-Karabakh, Armenians, representatives of another ethnic group, which were killed for what they were 100 years ago, are basically being forced to live in a ghetto. Because yesterday, Azerbaijan officially blocked Nagorno-Karabakh completely by installing illegally a checkpoint in the beginning of the Lachin corridor, which was supposed to connect Armenia to Nagorno-Karabakh. And now 120,000 people are taken hostage by a country which hates them. And this comes only after a week after the president of Azerbaijan publicly said that the Armenian people in Nagorno-Karabakh have either to accept Azerbaijani citizenship or they have to find another place to live. And the fact that yesterday they have now officially started blockading Karabakh is a manifestation of the genocidal intent in Azerbaijan. Dear colleagues, this is probably fifth, sixth session I've been talking about the risk that the 120,000 Armenian people in Nagorno-Karabakh have been facing. And I'm not talking about some political risk. I'm not talking about risks to their rights. I'm not even talking about a risk of war. I'm talking about a risk of a real genocide. I hope we will be able to prevent this. And I hope altogether we will be able to prevent us having to commemorate other atrocities in the future in this or other hemicycles. Thank you.